Programmes tonight on BBC One. At 7 o'clock, Tomorrow's World includes a look at the dangers of driving.
Barry, I've commandeered a vehicle.
The old trick, eh? Eat the telly before I get a chance to nick you. It's a toaster.
Talik, you have been defeated. Surrender. You have failed.
Insufficient data.
Nazi ain't got no humanity. They're the foot soldiers of a Jew-hating, mass-murdering maniac, and they need to be destroyed. That's why any and every sumbitch we find wearing a Nazi uniform, they're gonna die.
Is this world protected? But you're not the first lot to have come here. Oh, there have been so many. And what you've got to ask is, what happened to them?
Hello. I'm the doctor.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Happy Hanukkah, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Hanukkah. I got caught short. I knew I forgot to do something today. Decorate my office. I only just got started. You can see behind me getting a bit festive. It'll grow. It'll grow as the weeks go on. It'll grow. Don't worry. What as the days go on? No, I'll put them up for Hanukkah. I'll put the decorations up for Hanukkah. This is coming off. This is scratchy as hell. I'll put the decorations up for Hanukkah. Nightmare getting decorations. I got them last year. I got them too late, but I said I will use them this year, which I am, right? Nightmare getting decorated, but I'll put them up for Hanukkah. I'll keep them up for Christmas. You know, it's because again, listen, super Jewy, right? I'm super Jewy. I love a bit of Christmas. I do. I love Christmas. It's one of many things I love about myself. I love a lot about myself. Now you see, what is it over here? Yeah, doink. You'll see two little candles. That is to let you know tonight is the first night of Hanukkah. We'll be talking about it more as we go along. We'll be seeing a Hanukkah miracle, not the good kind, right? Not the good one. I don't know. It's they seem to be screaming at the top of their voices. We're going to be doing super queer Doctor Who, and like. Apparently, the first time we see Ncuti in the Christmas special, he's dancing in a club. I'm like, oh, mate. Oh, it all sounds. Maybe the apocalypse come before then. Come on, Christmas apocalypse. Come on, Christmas apocalypse. That's what we want, a bit of Christmas. I'll take the apocalypse now, baby. I will. I don't know. I mean, like, it's not what we knew as Doctor Who. Let's be fair. But they say it's going to, like, shatter canon as well. Like, well, okay then. I mean, I think we're going to be somewhat in shock on Saturday night, ladies and gentlemen. I do think I'll give you a quick rundown what's coming up. Firstly, man, because I forgot to answer the chat as well for decoration. The other thing I forgot to do because I got the 3 thumbnails done, all of which I'm reasonably happy with. Right. We have the AI Nicola Bryant wishing us a happy Hanukkah. It's again first night of Hanukkah. Nicola, you look lovely, darling, in your wonderful Hanukkah outfit. Now, this is the new AI engine I have found that can basically do smut. I'm assuming they could do porn as well, but I'm not really into that. I like smut. Smut makes me giggle. Once it's not giggling time anymore, I'm not so into it. Right? I'm not so into it. Here, one second. But there's there was a long journey to get to this Nicola Bryant over here. So the closest they gave me was this one, right? And I'm like, I wanted Hanukkah, right? Hanukkah. So I had to painstakingly recolor her blue frock to be red frock to be blue. Listen, I do like the shooty bombing Rossi Davis. We're going to see a lot of that, I think, in thumbs in the future, right? There's going to be a lot of we're going to be using the Rossi Davis model. I'll take us out from behind a lot, right? Because it's just funny, right? It is just funny. Anyway, this new AI generator. So it gives you many iterations. It uses like 2 credits. There you go. So if you pick the Nicola Bryant face but don't specify dark hair, you get blonde Nicola Bryant. Really weird. Really weird. I could go. She looks like T'Pol from Star Trek, right? Incredible. But no, if you so anyway, so that's tonight's show. Then on Saturday, right, 5 o'clock. Oh boy, one of my greatest thumbs ever, I think. Right, I am very proud of this. Countdown to the giggle. The episode all of fandom has been waiting for it. The episode all of fandom has been waiting for is here. It is the episode we've been waiting for. This is one we saw them filming. This is like, and like, look, David, you said there are a lot more surprises, but behind the scenes, I haven't seen Bubkus as yet. I've seen an oversized TARDIS, and I've seen not one other surprise. Okay, nothing. There's been no like, oh look, Weeping Angel. Oh look, Sontaran. No, nothing. The episode all of fandom has been waiting was here, and with it controversy. That's what Rossi Davis says. And what many fear will be a final end. I've been into Evil and Dark Slate, a final end of what we knew as Doctor Who. Yeah, look, I think this might be the final nail in the coffin, right? I really do, because I like many others was really holding out that Rossi was coming and somehow not erase the Geopolitical, but retcon it so it can sit comfortably with Doctor Who up until that, which it really couldn't do on a thematic level or on a story level. Or in any way, right? But at least if they could bring it up so it wasn't destroying canon, right? Which I think they probably could have done. We're just okay, whatever. And maybe they are going to, right? Maybe they are going to. But they say they're going to completely reinvent Doctor Who. So we have here said the one from Billy Gibson being an excellent barmaid. He said you're probably going to want a stiff drink before tonight's episode. Christian says they have the worst snow one ever. Rosa goes, really? Hold my beer. That's what I fear is coming. Mind you, for the 6th anniversary, we have heard very excitingly Perry is returning. Welcome back, Perry. Right? Because this is what Perry is all. I mean, like, honestly, would any of us complain? I would go for that Perry. I'm not bothered at all. Right? I am not bothered by that being Perry whatsoever. So let that see here. I was going to say let that put pay to that talk that I am racist. Not at all. But you could just say my misogynism outweighs my racism, which could be the case. I mean, like, look, Black Perry looks really tasty, right? Looks very, very tasty. I hate to tell you. Blonde Perry is pretty good, though. I like Blonde Perry, right? Millie Gibson looks good in pretty much any situation whatsoever. Yes, Millie, I don't know what you're protesting, but I agree with you so much. Right, just so much. This is perfect, right? Absolutely perfect. I mean, perfect if you are a pervert, right? Then at 8:15, we will be doing and there's going to be shit curling stuff that goes on in this one. There's going to be something that goes on that we're going to have a serious talk about. So it's all happening on my on this channel, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you, it's so good. They could broadcast it on some kind of international World Wide Web of technological intercommunication. They could do that if they wanted, right? If they wanted. Anyway, good evening, good morning. I hope you're all well. We're actually going to have a running theme tonight of sheer narcissism, right? Sheer narcissism throughout everywhere, right? And it's basically that is the ilk that we're fighting right now. The ilk of sheer narcissism. Hold on a second. We got. Let me just put these over there. Hang on. Let me see what fine. I got to look at that. Got to look at that. Got to look at that. Fine. Where to begin? Where to begin? Let's go over. Oh, where's the other window? I have all my stuff open up. There you go. Doink. What is it? No, not that one. God, yeah, that one we're gonna need to get to. That's crazy. What was that story I wanted to start with? I thought oh, there you go. There's a picture. Fine. Let's let me pull that up 1 second. Here, let me also. I think I already downloaded that. Now I can't find the screen I'm on. Okay. Oh, there you go. Found it. So it's all happening over in Gaza, baby. They're doing that. We've heard about this for a while, but they are. I wish I could find the article. They're about to start pumping water in all the Hamas tunnels, which I'm down for, baby. I mean, I think that's it's a good thing, right? 1 second. Oh man, I got all these windows opening up from nowhere. It's so annoying. No, what's this? What's this thing? What do you want me? Yeah, I accept your cookies. I look, basically, I always accept cookies, man. I love cookies. I'm a bit of a cookies whore, right? I am no stranger to accepting cookies. I'm up for accepting the cookies, right? I just trying to say, I wish I could find this article. It gave you the whole was it spiel about it? But essentially, this is brilliant, right? This is absolutely brilliant. They've been setting up these pumps to pump water from the sea into the Hamas tunnels, which essentially will just kill Hamas people. I mean, all the hostages if they're down there. But they said it's going to take about 2 months to pump all the water into like 300 miles worth of tunnel. But now they're saying there's a whole nother network they found right underneath it, which is crazy. What's really crazy is the unhinged, out control, open anti-Semitism. Like it is just crazy out there, right? I've never seen anything like this in my entire life. Oh, here it is. I found the bloody. Oh, so annoying. It was a video. Maron. Disgrazia. Here we go. Downloads. Doink. Now I found it. There we go. Oh yeah, this is like raw footage of them like literally flooding a tunnel. I mean, like, it looks pretty scary. You can just see the water. Here it comes. To mess people up, right? And look, Hamas, then they're not very popular right now, even in Gaza, apparently. It's funny. Well, not really funny. It's kind of sad, actually.
هذا صعب لا تدخل المساعدات
ما في المساعدات كلها نازله تحت المساعدات ما بيجوا للامه ولا بيجي للشعب كله.
She's saying, Hamas, all the aid goes underground. The aid does not reach the nation and the entire people. And this was like Al Jazeera. It's like, oh, no, we want to say the Israelis are the
كتير بيوصل.
A lot is coming. What comes is only a little bit, and it is distributed, so they say.
اللي بيوصل إشي قليل وبيتوزع هيك بيحكوا.
That's she's like, no. Everything goes to the
كله للبيوت إلهم. خليهم ياخذون ولا
They take it, they even shoot me and do whatever they want to me, Hamas.
يطخون ولا يعملوا
Don't do that.
بدهم إياه حماس. خليهم ياخذون ولا يطخون ولا يعملوا بدهم إياه حماس.
Yeah, that's all he thinks Hamas is fucked, right? So good news. Well, like the anti-Semitism causing is just off the freaking charts, right? It's crazy. Like this is happening on a tube. Yeah, we'll do this. Yeah, this is happening on the tube.
Shame on you, you genocide! Not supporting terrorism, you fucking Jew!
Yeah, okay, when you start saying fucking Jew, you might be on the wrong side of history, darling. at that moment. I don't know. I'm not the arbiter, but I think when you start, that's not a good thing. And there's like no self-awareness, right? Here's the thing. It's such intense projection because they know they're talking about themselves, right? They know they would commit genocide any second if they could, right? And if the Palestinians, I would say the Palestinians or Hamas have the power in Israeli citizen, you'll wipe us out. You'll slaughter us in a second.
Fuck you, you genocide supporter. You fucking
get fired from your job.
Yeah, so that I mean, like, again, you know, that's reasonably crazy, right? So, but anyway, on the upside though, if you're keeping score, it's this is one of the Hamas tunnels. Anybody with an arrow in their head is already dead. This is their top leadership. So they got quite a few left still. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come on, lads, collect them all. That's what I say. But like, I don't know. I don't know. It just seems a really unimpressive revolution to me, right? I'd be the one putting it. But here's the truth that has been revealed. I think through the Israel Hamas thing. Racism is never okay. F white people, even though the Jews aren't white. Yeah, that's really where they are. So we see this in a couple of ways. Now, this is insane, right? These are all the Ivy League schools resolutely refusing to calling for a genocide of all Jews to be any form of harassment. It is beyond belief.
At MIT, does calling for the genocide of Jews violate MIT's code of conduct or rules regarding bullying and harassment? Yes or no?
If targeted at individuals, not making public statements.
Yes or no? Calling for the genocide of Jews does not constitute bullying?
I mean, really, they should. Okay, the question should be, what about if a gang of Jews surround a single, one or two black people and say, we think the entire black world should be destroyed, right? And scream at the top of the lungs and look like you're close to like breaking into violence, right? Would that be intimidation and bullying? I think it would be, but I don't go to an Ivy League school.
And harassment?
I have not heard calling for the genocide for Jews on our campus.
But you've heard chants for intifada.
I've heard chants, which can be anti-Semitic depending on the context, when calling for the elimination of the Jewish people.
So those would not be according to the MIT's code of conduct or rules?
That would be investigated as harassment if pervasive and severe.
I mean, honestly, this is after screaming about misgendering someone. You after having Doctor Who hijacked by the transgendered world, which it has been this teeny tiny, minute sect of insane people, like controlled essentially by TikTok. Oh my God, China's laughing at us when he sees all these kids screaming, "No! Gender is a spectrum! Gender is a spectrum!" Right? Like brain-addled weirdos, right? Which I think is a fair description of brain-addled weirdos. It's true. I'm going to tell you, they're all crazy. They're all absolutely crazy. And yet, when you actually call for a genocide of Jews, which is, that wouldn't be our first rodeo, baby. At that point you might go, yeah, no, but no, because from the river to the sea, baby, yeah.
Here.
Ms. McGill, at Penn, does calling for the genocide of Jews violate Penn's rules or code of conduct? Yes or no?
If the speech turns into conduct, it can be harassment, yes.
I am asking specifically calling for the genocide of Jews. Does that constitute bullying or harassment?
If it is directed and severe or pervasive, it is harassment.
So the answer is yes.
It is a context-dependent decision, Congresswoman.
It's a context-dependent decision if calling for the eradication of Jews might be a little bit naughty.
Context-dependent decision. That's your testimony today. Calling for the genocide of Jews is depending upon the context. That is not bullying or harassment. This is the.
But I tell you, it was exactly the same the last time fascism rose, which was in with Hitler, right? Don't sugarcoat yourself. Yeah, these people will be in the academia. Yeah, they weren't exactly the Jews' friends, were they? Right? They were very much on board with Nazi ideology, right? And they still are, right? They still are. Academia is worthless. It really is.
The easiest question to answer yes, Ms. McGill. So is your testimony that you will not answer yes?
If the
yes
speech
or no?
If the speech becomes conduct, it can be harassment. Yes.
Conduct meaning committing the act of genocide? The speech is not.
Once you make a concentration camp, then you cross the line. I mean, it's got to be a big one, a little one. Come on, it's only a few Jews, right? Or if you make a moral concentration camp, that's fine. That's fine, right? And look, it also is surrounding a small group of Jews with barbed wire and building a crematorium, a concentration camp. It could interpret these things many, many ways.
Harassment, this is unacceptable, Ms. McGill. I'm going to give you one more opportunity for the world to see your answer. Does calling for the genocide
and they're amazed how much they've seen the answer.
Of Jews violate Penn's code of conduct when it comes to bullying and harassment? Yes or no?
It can be harassment.
The answer is yes. And Dr. Gay, at Harvard.
I mean, firstly, you called Dr. Gay. Really? I mean, that's what I'm going to be calling the new Doctor Who. Plus, that's what I called the doctor on Discovery. Dr. Gay, who was so gay. Oh, my God.
Harvard, does calling for the genocide of Jews violate Harvard's rules of bullying and harassment? Yes or no?
It can be, depending on the context.
Just time to think about it. I mean, honestly, if I was going to create a character called Diversity Hire, it would look like that and be called Dr. Claudine Gay. I mean, really? You think she might be, a devotee of the sushi? If you know what I mean, ladies and gentlemen, right? Do you think that might be the case? I mean, honestly, hi, can I have the most dykey black professor, please? Oh, perfect. Thank you. Oh, she's called Dr. Gay. Well, I mean, there's not even an E on the end. I mean, really? Did South Park suddenly rupture through reality and become real? No, it's Dr. Gay. So Dr. Gay, Dr. Gay, could you explain again? If a bunch of Jews were surrounding one black person and saying, "We're going to wipe out the black race," is that conduct or is that speech? I wouldn't be like it's incredible. If it's somebody else, it's fine. If it's Jews, no way.
What's the context?
Targeted as an individual. Targeted at an individual.
It's targeted at Jewish students, Jewish individuals. Do you understand your testimony is dehumanizing them? Do you understand that dehumanization is part of antisemitism? I will ask you one more.
No, I don't understand, because you're a white woman and I'm a gay black woman. So therefore, I'm always right. And that's how these insane, arrogant idiots think.
Time. Does calling for the genocide of Jews violate Harvard's rules of bullying and harassment? Yes or no?
Anti-Semitic rhetoric.
And is it anti-Semitic rhetoric?
Anti-Semitic rhetoric, when it crosses into conduct that amounts to bullying, harassment, intimidation, that is actionable conduct. And
once you start marching and burning Jewish shops, then we say no after a bit, right? I don't know. Like a bunch of people got raped and murdered, and we don't want to say it's bad because My friends did it, so I don't know what to tell you.
We do take action.
So the answer is yes, that calling for the genocide of Jews violates Harvard Code of Conduct, correct?
Again, it depends on the context.
It does not depend on the context. The answer is yes, and this is why you should resign. These are unacceptable answers across the board.
Yeah, apparently they've all lost serious money, which good for them, right? Good for them. So then, yeah, that's smart people being anti-Semitic. Now let's look at dumb people being anti-Semitic, and this is the sort of thing we're going to be seeing. This is the recurring theme, right? Of insanely entitled arrogance.
All your food. I want to go into the restroom. You're holding up.
So this woman was at a cafe, and now she's being blocked from going into the toilet because she's a Jew.
Also, currently, this is a private property. I want to go into the restroom. I do need you to leave. I know Israel loves taking private property and saying it's their own, but we gotta head.
You little fuck nozzle. I've never seen a cunt that knows less than you. Holy fuck. You are a barista in a shitty little not even a Starbucks. You know nothing about nothing, and your life is garbage and trash. You have nothing, and you never will have nothing, because you are a loser. You're a loser because you don't know shit about shit, and you're desperate to matter somehow.
I want to
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. We're back. Blimey, look, you stayed around. Thank you very much. I must have been quicker than I thought. She cried. I said that to my wife. They give her some intimate pleasure. Less said about the better, other than it's happy to start with you, baby. Anyway, we're back. Where was up to? Super anti-Semitism. Oh, I've lost a bunch of the chat now, haven't I? Oh, I've lost the first 15 minutes of the chat. Sod it. It's really annoying, right? It's really annoying when that happens. Maybe I might be able to get it on the YouTube stream. We'll find out. Anyway, let's get back to where we were. The most racist people in the world who think they're anti-racist.
All your food.
I want to go into the restroom.
You're holding up shit.
Yeah, this little old Jewish woman wants to go and take a beat. No.
Also, currently, this is a private property.
I want to go into the restroom.
I do need you to leave.
I know Israel loves taking private property and saying it's their own, but we gotta head.
Have you noticed that the whole mask has dropped now? Saying we don't hate Jews, we just hate Israel. No, we hate you now. Now we can't stop you. We just hate Jews. We just hate Jews. I mean, that's really where they are.
You're not going to let me
You're
go
also
into the
misgendering
restroom?
them, so I need you to leave.
I want you to go to the restroom.
I need you to leave, please.
I was patched.
You kidding? Oh, there we go. If they don't want a patronage, then don't take her money. Right? Give her money back then.
Yeah, but I need to go into the restroom.
I'm asking you to leave.
No, you need to let me go into the restroom.
I don't. I'm asking
I'm a patron here, and I need to go to the restroom.
I'm kindly asking you to leave.
No, I'm not.
You're not kindly doing it. You're being a cunt. Right? Why are Asians, American Asians, so freaking anti-Semitic? Right? Always on Harvard campus, it's always Asians who are like screaming, "Get to the Jews!" Right? It's the weirdest thing.
Going to leave.
I'm kindly asking you to leave.
Okay. So can you please? No, I want to go into the restroom.
That's fine. You can use our restroom. We have a restroom next door. You can use
no,
our restroom.
I want to use.
No.
I should not be excluded and other people allowed.
They are clearly saying no.
I want to go into the restroom.
And what is standing?
I mean, it's like this is you're refusing a little old lady going to the restroom. It's not good, is it?
You're not going to let me into the restroom?
You can use our other restroom.
We have another restroom.
I want to use this one.
They're not letting you use
all you want to get is a video of it saying that Zionism is
why are you afraid? If you agree with it, why are you afraid that I will take a picture of it?
Oh, actually, yeah, great.
Why, if you agree with it, why are you afraid?
I'm not afraid of it.
Then why are you not letting me in?
Because this is what
yeah.
History didn't start in 1948, lady.
Free Palestine. Now
Free Palestine. It's always.
Please leave. Thank you.
It's always.
Oh god, this guy is the biggest douche in the entire fucking world. Again, I love how he thinks he knows anything, where he is just a ignorant fuck. I mean, honestly, there are a lot of people in contention for the ignorant fuck award, right? You just beat all of them, right? You are the biggest ignorant fuck. I think anybody. I mean, fuck, and they gave birth to a super ignorant fuck, and that was you.
Yeah, great. We love it.
Thank you very much.
Honestly, this is the face that would happily be wearing an SS outfit. Oh yes, you know it, right? You know it. He would happily be wearing an SS outfit. I'm sorry if I am misgendering you. Would your pronouns cunt and cunty?
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
So in case you didn't see it, let's go over here. This is why they didn't want her using the bathroom, right? And again, racism is never okay. Fuck white people, all right? Here's what it said. Zionism equals fascism. I'm like, why would you even write it there? You're just a douchebag, right? A total insane douche, right? Like a crazy, total insane douche. Again, why you want to? Man, this is really annoying. There's ever since the update on Apple, I've lost the buttons over here. I prefer these being buttons. How do I change that back? Must have changed the settings somehow. I don't like it. I don't like change, right? I don't like change. Icon. I don't want icon only. Maybe icon and text. No. What is this? If I icon and text, customize toolbar. What's going on? I want the offered on buttons. I miss those. Oh, I can't find it. Just can't find it. Too much for me. Too much for my little brain. Yeah, I'll just go over there. Doink. Fine, we'll come back to that in a second. Oh, again, here's the thing is blowing my mind, right? I like Vivek Ramaswamy a lot, right? I think he's I think if for whatever reason, if Trump is not able to run, I think most of his support will go to Vivek. Now, I have a neighbor who's a very old school Republican, hates him with every bile and like just hates him. So I'm trying to ask him, and it's weird this, right? But he hasn't been able to answer me. And this is a guy whose opinion I actually respect. I said, how is he the only person on the debate stage who will say that? Well, yeah, let's look at this clip of him. 1 second. And then we'll get to the chat.
With all three of my other colleagues on this debate.
See, one of the reasons I like Vivek Ramaswamy is he just looks like he's telling the truth. Right?
Debate stage. Is all three of them have been licking Donald Trump's boots for years for money and endorsements. Ron DeSantis, you've been a great governor, but you would have
it's 100% true.
Never been one without actually begging Donald Trump for that endorsement.
And you attacked him in your book a year ago.
Same thing with Chris Christie as a lobbyist, begging them for COVID money for his special interests in New Jersey, prepping him for the debates last time around. These people are now Monday morning quarterbacking some decision.
That is weird, right? I mean, that is a weird turn.
Made. I think the real enemy is not Donald Trump. It's not even Joe Biden. It is the deep state that at least Donald Trump attempted to take on. And if you
I think he's honestly, 100% correct. So I'm asking my neighbor, what do you disagree with? Right? Like again, all that just sounded like it was true. Well, that's not like, yeah, they were licking his boots, and now they're certainly it's just it shows very bad personal character, right? And also shows they're somewhat disingenuous. But the point is this: the enemy isn't Biden. The enemy isn't. It's the deep state. Right? They are pure evil, and they need to be broken up, and that's what this fight's about.
If you want somebody who's going to speak truth to power, then vote for somebody who's going to speak the truth to you. Why am I the only person on the stage, at least, who can say that January 6th now does look like it was an inside job, that the government lied to us for 20 years?
I'm like, why is the only person on the stage that can say every Republican running for office should be screaming this from their hilltops? They should be screaming about how the DOJ has been weaponized. They should be screaming how nonsense these charges are against Trump, right? They absolutely should be. But they're all politicians, and politicians are cunts. That's why I like Vivek.
About Saudi Arabia's involvement in 9/11, that the Great Replacement theory is not some grand right-wing conspiracy theory, but a basic statement of the Democratic Party's platform, that the 2020 election was indeed stolen by big tech, that the 2016 election, the one that Trump won for sure, was also one that was stolen from him by the national security establishment.
Okay. Yeah, I agree completely. And still we got a lot done.
That actually put up the Trump-Russia collusion hoax that they knew was false. There's a reason why I'm the only person on the stage who can say these things. That's what it's going to take, not people who are licking his boots one time and now Monday morning quarterbacking him and criticizing him when it's convenient.
So that, again, he hates that he tears apart the establishment GOP. But the establishment GOP is the worst thing ever. Right? I don't know what to tell you. Like, here's him destroying Nikki Haley.
Thing about the tie to Ukraine, if I may. So foreign policy experience is not the same as foreign policy wisdom. I want everybody at home to note that I was the first person to say we need a reasonable peace deal in Ukraine. Now a lot of the neocons are quietly coming along to that position, with the exceptions of Nikki Haley and Joe Biden, who still support this, what I believe is pointless war in Ukraine. And I think those...
I mean, there is a bit dodgy. Why? What, she must be being paid off.
With foreign policy experience, one thing that Joe Biden and Nikki Haley have in common is that neither of them could even state for you 3 provinces in eastern Ukraine that they want to send our troops to actually fight for. Look at that. This is what I want people to understand. These people have, I mean, she has no idea what the hell the names of those provinces are, but
she's like, fuck, I don't have an idea. I don't know what to say. But again, my establishment GOP neighbor just loves Nikki Haley because he likes people who are good for Israel. And she was good for Israel, but I think she was just dancing to a tune that Trump said.
Wants to send our sons and daughters and our troops and our military equipment to go fight it. So reject this myth that they've been selling you, that somebody had a cup of coffee stint at the UN and then makes $8 million after, has real foreign policy experience. It takes an outsider to see this through. Look at the blank expression. She doesn't know the names of the provinces that she wants to actually fight for. And there's her puppet masters right there. The donors right there that are playing her like the puppet masters.
Hold on.
I mean, again, specifically, and he won't do it. He's like, well, I don't like how he does it. No, I mean, specifically from this video, what's he saying? And it makes people crazy, right? Makes people crazy. He follows up.
First of all, I think we just learned something from Chris Christie. We learned three things. We learned three things right there. First of all, Chris Christie also doesn't know what provinces in eastern Ukraine he actually wants us to fight for. Chris, your version of foreign policy experience was closing a bridge from New Jersey to New York. Yeah. So do everybody a favor, just walk yourself off that stage, enjoy a nice meal, and get the hell out of this race. When it comes to Nikki...
Honestly, I think he's being funded to stay in the race just so they can have a prominent voice talking shit about Trump. Right? I'm convinced that's why he's being funded to stay there.
I think if you're going to actually send your sons and daughters to go die in somebody else's war, you better... Excuse me, Chris, I'm speaking, and I'm not done yet.
I haven't heard a time when you aren't
and we're going to be done. So listen up to this. If these people want to send your sons and daughters to go die in Ukraine, they've been arguing for it for a year.
I mean, man, I would love this guy to be president. I really would. I love Trump. Okay? Trump's the man, but... If he gets knocked out, I will put my support behind Vivek.
$100 billion of our taxpayer money sent over. Neither of them could even name for you the provinces that they actually want to protect. And this is the people who have been touting their so-called foreign policy experience. It is intellectual fraud. These people are lying to you, the same people who told you about weapons and mass destruction in Iraq. To justify that invasion, didn't know the first thing about it, yet they sent thousands of our sons and daughters to go die. The same people who told you the same in Afghanistan, where the Taliban is still in charge 20 years later. $7 trillion of our national...
Again, this is what I say to my neighbor as well. How hard do you need to fail before you're not going to support somebody anymore?
Yeah, due to these toxic neocons. You can put lipstick on a Dick Cheney, it is still a fascist neocon.
Thank you,
Mr.
Ramaswamy.
Today.
Thank you, Mr.
Dick
Ramaswamy.
Cheney all over again in this party.
Thank you, Mr. Ramaswamy.
Yeah, so I think he killed it myself, but my neighbor, not so much. And I don't understand. I said specifically, what is it? He can't. I don't want to grind him down. Yeah, but I wish he would be able to answer, right? Because I'm fascinated about it. Oh, Nicola, you look fantastic, man! I tell you. Dr. Magazine reviewed. Yes, we will be going over that. Oh man, we got so much to talk about. There's so much shit to talk about. It's unbloody believable. Let's get to the chat. Here, let me go if I can go to the YouTube page. Maybe I can get that first 15 minutes of chat. I think I can. Let me see. Fine, yeah, this is the beginning of the chat. Here we go. So, yeah, let me see where I get up to where I can switch over here. Okay, when I see Digby Strawbridge, that's always a sign. When you see Digby Strawbridge, hell twice. So, Monka McNeese is here. Monka McNeese, thank you for joining us. Chanukah Smear to you too, sir. Mark Milford is here. Seeing your thumbnails and price spot my Buddha. Do my best, baby. The Donatello of the digital era. Again, there are tools made these days that I shouldn't have access to. It's very bad for all of humanity. Lonnie is here. On Comics says Godzilla Minus One was a really good movie that also had Godzilla in it. Wow. It's not even scheduled to come out here. It's a tragedy. And Godzilla was occasionally frightening. I love Godzilla, right? The OT has started here. Thank you for joining us. Jesse, the first look at Shooter's new foes. They look like clones of Yoda. Oh, God, yeah, the goblins. I'm willing to give it a pass on this, but I'm much more disturbed about Shooty first scene. He's dancing in a club. I'm like, Russell, like that's not good. Right, I know what I'm telling you. I also hope for the show, just cancel it and put out its misery. No, it's going to be like the comic book industry. They're going to just keep. It's going to be like Disney Star Wars, where they'll just keep making it. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody watches it. It gets terrible ratings. There's been a fortune on it, and it just keeps going. And it has fewer people watching all the time. Hashtag RIP Doctor Who. That's what it means, right? That's exactly what it means. Rusty opening his gob again. He says the new series of Doctor Who will annoy hardcore fans. Apparently, it's going to go fantasy and not be hard sci-fi anymore. I thought he was saying that for the Christmas special. He'll say the sideways step. And honestly, that I think would work. I mean, look, we went there with Yasmin Finney. Okay. Oh, you're a beautiful woman, Yasmin Finney. Really? Really? Why do you think so? I mean, because, she certainly ain't beautiful. What the rest of Colin Archer is here. How you doing? Not sure Happy Pearl Harbor Day is the right way to put but you get the point. Well, I guess I do. Paul Tosden's here doing Paul Tosden. We go. Darren M, I said hello to you there. Also about Godzilla. Godzilla -1. I really want to see it. I'm going to catch a review of Babylon 5 at the beginning yesterday, and now I'm going to have to read. That's one of the best. Right, that is absolutely one of the best. I think it's one of the best performances as well by what's his name, Sheridan, Bruce Boxleiter. It really is a fan. That's everything that the 60th anniversary specials has not been. Right, Babylon 5 in the beginning is into an origin that we didn't know about, but it celebrates what that show was. Right, which. God, certainly the first two certainly haven't. Right, Chris Persia there. How you doing, Chris Persia? Thank you for joining us. And there we go. Now whizzing through the chat. Raven Williams here. Dr. Arnold Dr. David amidst the messaging is aimed at kids to educate them. I call it indoctrinate. Me too. And again, if it's going to educate children about Christian theology, he'll call it indoctrinate as well. Right? Have your own children. What they say about socialists, they don't have their own children; they have yours. Right, call me crazy, but if I was going to, if it was going down to me doing this 40th, 60th anniversary, I would have had the Doctor teaming up with older versions of previous incarnations. Yeah, I find it interesting. I was like, the Big Finish one was really the exactly what this should have been. Right, Once in Future, that was actually very good. Just going to stop the toy maker or something, probably. Right? Isn't Perry married to Brian Blessed? Look, let me tell you. If Brian Blessed was married to this Perry, she would literally suck him up through that magical snatch of hers, which is, I'm sure, magical, and then shit him out. I'm not even joking. That one wouldn't stand a chance. By the way, again, I'll show you the evolution, how much work these things take. Yeah, I work hard. This is how it came out as. And again, very nice, but they just wouldn't give me the Perry look that I wanted. It came close, right? Right? I love Barmaid Millie. That's just fantastic, Barmaid Millie. We love Barmaid Millie. Are you cold, darling? Or just pleased to see me? I think both. Fine. Where was I? I was doing the chat. Fine. William said hello to you. DB Strawberry, hey, that means I can switch over to the other chat in a minute. Bobby D75 is here. JWC Reviews is here, as is PD Rich. Fine, let me go to here and let's see when I see PD Rich over here. And there we go. We're on to this chat. Fine. Have the elite universes condemned themselves out their own mouths? Maybe the establishment universes need to go the way of the I think so. I agree with you. Philip Bogart is here doing Philip Bogart. But Dr. K from Star Trek Discovery is on the panel. No, this is Dr. Gayer. I didn't think you could get a gayer than Dr. Gay, right? But apparently you can, right? Woodhouse 122 here. In what context is genocide okay? Yeah, Jews, apparently. That one's fine. Everything else, no. Genesis is bad. Not Genesis. Genocide is bad. Also Genesis. Genesis. Colin Archer said, I remember seeing a video from somebody chanting from River to Sea, and when asked which river and which sea, she couldn't. Oh, they're so stupid. They are so stupid. Mark the Dickers is here saying the setup with all the computer servers got flooded somehow. Whoopsie. Oh yeah, that was the. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to turn it, but that was the 2020 election. Yeah, no, honestly, that was nothing fishy at all. Those tunnels were a nerd then. Yeah, I mean, like if they didn't do all the raping and murdering, they could have a really good time. Never mind. Oh, maybe they enjoy the raping and murdering. Fine, whizzing through the chat. Can the rabbi travel via a tunnel to London in under 30 minutes? But tell anyone he told me. What? The rabbi can travel via tunnel to London anytime. That's true. That's true. I always pop in for my copy of Doctor Who magazine, right? Lonnie is sharing something. I have no idea what. And we're back. Fine, must have been gone. Give the rabbi a like. You know what? The rabbi likes a like. Fondle the like button gently, baby. And subscribe. Subscribe. If you're on Rumble, baby. Rumble for me. You know, have you ever caused the rabbi on Hanukkah to experience sexual gratification? Well, you can now. Hit the Rumble button, right? Now, I'm not sure that's going to put you off or get you on board. It could go either way, really. John Main is here. How you doing, John Main? Link to the chat, but John, we're always happy to hear you. I don't know if you showed, but did you see the clip of Ncuti prancing around in a kilt, wearing a yellow crop top? My son's comment was, I thought Rusty was going back to save the show. Well, we've all said the same thing. Is that recent? Anyway, just a quick look at the Twit Twats. See what's going down. See what's happening in Twit Twat Town. What's going on? Have they got the whole dance thing is going to be in this one? When did this go out? So here, there's a big clip they put out. Let's have a look at this. This is the thing we all saw being filmed, which I guess must be the opening minutes of the next episode. Where is it? Oh, here, that's what I was looking for. Doink. Yeah, 1 second. It's downloading. Oh, come on. It's always too slow. Built for comfort, not for speed, baby. Oh. Okay, well, I'll go back to the chat till I see any movement going on there. Fixing the doctor when he sees the Daleks. I'm gay. Get used to it. Oh look, it's Davros. We can have a dance together. Let's boogie. Team Blessings is up for is going up for this shit. I really hate paying 500,000. Stop paying. So the BBC only get 3.5 billion. It seems it's crazy, right? It's absolutely crazy. Oh man, why is this thing not downloading? We'll try a different downloader. Twitter video downloader. Doink. I could always look at the BBC. That one's not working. We'll try this one. We'll go doink. Download. Okay. Maybe I download it on a lower. Oh no! Now it's working. Hey, fine. That one's good. That one's downloading. Reasonably slow though. Fine. Well, that's going on. Let's keep on with the chat. Apparently, they released a 2-minute clip. See what anything else is on the BBC channel. Goblin song. Oh, I guess we'll talk about that. I know. Oh my God, is this? This is really bad. What? I'm kind of blown away. Oh fuck me, this is awful. Oh, okay. So they're releasing Celestial Toymaker next year. And they're showing you the animation, and it's shit. It's like tragically shit, right? The fan-made one was like a gazillion times better than this. This is an embarrassment. Wow, we'll look at this in a second. Oh man, I am blown away. Fine, let me finish the chat, then we'll start going through this stuff. Your homophobic fat uncle. So thoughts on this celestial tournament animated stuff. I just saw it. Shit. I'm actually angry how shit it is compared to the fan one, which is so much better. Fucking hell. That's like everything in this fucking era. A fucking disgrace. Newton thing was just dumb, said Digby Strawbridge. And you're absolutely right, it was just dumb. Newton sounds like it was like a fascinating, if not entirely pleasant person. Always thought I like to see Newton as like Robin Hook meet the Doctor. Again, I don't know who Robert Hook is, but fine. But yeah, listen, he's not like they played him like a stupid doofus millennial. I mean, like it was just embarrassing. Like the style of story. No, I will show you. I'll show you the fan one, which you clearly haven't seen. All right. What I said. Would Godzilla -1 be Fitchich? I don't know what that means. Okay. Tzvi Lebetkin, which program are you using for your AI? No, I use two. I use Midjourney and I use this other one called Pixo, right? Which is basically for the salacious shots of women, right? Yeah, I'm going to get to the animation stuff. Fine. PD Rich says it's Web of Fear shit. I'm like, I can't believe the stupidity that I'm viewing right now, right? The intensity of the stupidity. Okay, so next year the news is they're releasing was it Celestial Toymaker, animated version of it, right? And they just released some of the animation from it, and fuck me, it's awful, right? Just awful.
Remember the past, your little adventures. Remember my power.
What's this extraordinary place? Looks crazy to me. Now in the world, Celestial Toymaker is a power for evil. I've been
This is just weird.
waiting for you a long time. What game is it you want me to play?
This, a game for the mind, Doctor, the developed mind. I offer you power. Power to corrupt, to destroy. Think of the exhilaration of that power. Make your last move, Doctor. Make your last move.
So this is coming out in 2024, but like December. I don't believe it's going to take that long. Okay, so let me compare that to this. Again, the fan-made one. It's just ridiculous how much better the fan-made one. It's like, yeah, how about just stop doing shit with Doctor Who, right? You morons, don't know what you're fucking doing. Oh, like, why were they like after this came out? Why was anybody working on anything different? Yeah.
The following.
Right, it's just simply incredible.
You are not asking them to play this game.
Good heavens, no. They are on the competitive quest.
Quest? What quest?
See, I feel this is cutting edge. This feels like I'm looking into the future. That version felt like I was looking into the past. It's I don't get it.
Hunt for the TARDIS. Win the games, and you get it back.
Like it works with the dialogue.
It's your game.
All right, then you play it.
Yeah, I'll go to another bit. Like they were able to animate this. It was very impressive. This like weird game they played. But look at it. I mean, it's a wonderful mixture of styles of artwork and rotoscoping. Lovely. It's beautiful.
The game is not yet over.
Like, I just think this is beautiful, right? I mean, really stunningly beautiful. You see any Billy anywhere? There we go. Yeah. His confrontation with the Doctor is just fantastic. Look at this.
Dodo, Stephen, this is the Doctor. The game you're going to play is not so innocent as it looks. Be on your guard.
I mean, I just don't understand. Why would you go for? Let's look at that shit again. You have that beautiful, like handmade Doctor, they get gorgeous, or this shit.
Remember the past, your little adventures. Remember my power.
What's this extraordinary place? Looks crazy to me. Now in the world, celestial toy maker. He's a power for evil.
I've been waiting for you a long time.
What game is it you want me to play?
This, a game for the mind, Doctor, the developed mind. I offer you power. Power to corrupt, to destroy. Think of the exhilaration of that power.
I don't want to diss people who obviously work hard making this, but like, that is Doctor Who all over. That is what this new era Doctor Who is, 24/7, right? Let's have a look at this. We'll see what this is. Part missing events of the Celestial Toymaker will be completed with new animation. New shit animation. Why does it have to be shitty animation? Weird. I mean, it's just weird. Okay, fine. Let's have a look. Fine. Celestial Tech will be turning to animation. Will be released on DVD and Blu-ray coming soon. So last time that was coming soon, it was what, a 2-3 month wait, which is what I imagine is what we're going to see this time. Right? I think okay. Right now, Amazon has it for December 25. I think that's because it doesn't have a date yet. So the 2-disc set contains the third story of the 2-disc set contains the third season story, as well as special features of the classic series. Stars First Doctor William Hartnell and companions Peter Purvis as Stephen Taylor and Dodo Chapler with Michael Gott. I mean, I'll get it because I got that beautiful first episode, and fine, this is better than nothing, but it's so dumb what they're doing. Fans have long lamented the loss of the 1966 master recordings of except the one episode of The Celestial Toymaker. BBC did a carefully created and animated presentation of this lost story using off-air audio. Yeah, and we know what they do of the missing 3 episodes. They normally animate all 3 episodes, or 4 episodes when there's 3. I thought it was weird that they do that. But like, oh man, I mean, I don't even know I like the reimagining of it, right? Whatever. The Celestial Toymaker sees the Doctor and Companion separated. Fine, yeah, because he was sick. So this one has the animated 1 to 4 in black and white. Episodes 1 to 3 reconstruction. That's like a telesnap thing. Episode 4 original broadcast, new audio commentaries. So this 2, they're in color, making the animation. Doctor Who Escape Room, the first team First Doctor. That sounds like a new thing. Celeste McCoy introductory episode 4 for the original VHS release. Okay. I don't know. It's like, oh, good idea. Why'd you fuck it up? Right? Great idea. Why'd you fuck it up? I don't understand why you fucked it up. That seems a bit dumb, right? That seems a bit dumb. When are we going to next? I think it was Radio Times, I think. Where's Radio Times? I might have to open up a new window. There we go. Open a new tab. Radio Times. Doctor Who. Animation confirmed. Yeah, the slot confirmed. They got a very good time slot. I love the spinners. Doctor Who: The Star Beast becomes the highest rated episode in 5 years. So listen, the ratings are very respectable. I like that for Star Beast. The ratings were very respectable. 84 audience share. I mean, appreciation index, and 7.33, not 7.61 as earlier reported. In this day and age, look, it was the highest rated scripted drama that wasn't a soap, right? I know it's like, you keep knowing it, but I think that's a success, right? I think that's success. The fact that they decimated the TV landscape to make 7.3 a success is another issue altogether, right? I mean, they just lowered the bar essentially. Fine. I mean, you look at the characters of the game. I guess we'll look at that in a second. Whole new mythology. I mean, that's something we got to look at. Fine. So this is the thing that's really disturbing people right now. What we're going to be seeing. So, Doctor Who's Christmas is going to be a complete reinvention. And again, first time we see Ncuti, he's apparently dancing in a nightclub. I'm like, really? Rossi David teased what to expect in in Christmas Day. With Doctor Who Christmas Day fast approaching, details of what to expect from the sci-fi new era are beginning to emerge. And essentially, it's queer Doctor Who, right? It's like if the 2005 series can be best equated to Doctor Who does Shameless, right? Like Doctor Who suddenly lands in the middle of Shameless. You know, they're all a bit dodgy, Rose. Yeah, it's Shameless, right? This is Doctor Who landing in Queer as Folk. So the Church and Rubio will probably introduce audiences to the cat where the much-awaited Time Lord with some weird rumors of bi-regeneration. Who were joined by a new companion, Ruby Sunday, played by Millie Gibson, with the BBC revealing the pair will be up against a mythical, mysterious goblins. So yeah, this feels more like Labyrinth. It does feel more fantasy than sci-fi. Honestly, for me, that's fine, right? I mean, the Christmas specials have always been a bit more, haven't been that scientifically accurate. Well, Doctor Who never really has. But again, no, I think you can believe it. It was a good. What's the word I'm looking for? It was a good conjuring trick, pretending to be scientifically accurate. While this really isn't. Well, maybe not. I don't know. I haven't seen it. Mythical Mysterious Goblins. Returning showrunner Tzvi Lebetkin has been careful not to reveal too many details. A move that paid off with the recent anniversary of Wild Blue Yonder. There have been zero surprises in the first two specials. We knew about Beat the Meat. We knew about Donna. I mean, yeah, we were shocked that being trans saves the universe. I mean, that was fucking awful. We were shocked how many stupid decisions they were making that would just alienate people. They don't fucking realize why. Because it's the same arrogance as we saw of those Starbucks workers, the coffee shop workers, that smugly wouldn't let a woman go to the bathroom. Returning showrunner Rossi Davis has been not going away 20. However, he did tease what's to come for the new leads during a recent chat with SFX magazine. I got that. We really should be looking at that. It's a complete reinvention of the show, brand new, but not a reboot. So you could say the same thing about Kenobi, right? About any of the Disney here. What Disney Plus Star Wars shows have been? Disney Plus Star Wars. There's been The Mandalorian, which has been excellent, right? So, let's see what shows they've been. Young Star, it gives a shit, right? Fuck off. Visions. Again, that one I actually found relatively interesting. It was just not that great. Obi-Wan, that's complete reinvention. Book of Boba Fett, that was shit, complete reinvention. Bad Batch I quite liked, as it happens. I have to tell you. Ahsoka, complete reinvention. Right? Ever is a chick. Right? The Force is female. Right? Tales of the Jedi. I don't think I've seen that. Andor, boring as fuck. I mean, like, it got okay towards the end, but a complete reinvention. Mandalorian is obviously the best, but Disney Star Wars is shit. Right? Disney Star Wars is shit. So again, so it starts again. Everything seen new through the eyes of Ruby Sunday. It's a lovely feeling if here we go, a new era. He said, "Yeah, I know." It sounds like you're going to make it super duper 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 gay, right? Just super duper 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 gay, right? Like, how about not doing that? Kind of goes to territory I've been before. In many ways, fresher than Special 2. I didn't think Special 2 was that fresh, actually. We've never done this before. Okay, well, Jesus, that's not turning into your greatest approbation, saying that you've never done it before. Really? It's not. It really isn't, right? So people are up in arms about this. Christmas special to feature a musical number. They always were. I'm sorry that we had. I was just listening to it. What the Castaway was one. What's the first song? I was literally just listening. It's on my Christmas Christmas songs list. Song for 10 and Love Don't Roam. Right, they were Christmas songs. Right, that is going to be an overt dance number. Now you get me in trouble. Stop. There you go. It's an overt dance number. I have to see it in context, right? Listen, they had a musical episode of Buffy. It was great. They had a silent episode of Buffy. Would have a musical episode recently. Star Trek one didn't really work at all, but like that in itself doesn't work. But the problem is if it's a gay doctor. I mean, bottom line, it's just Dr. Gay. Or worse, Dr. Queer. Like, man, gay people are normal. I mean, like, queer people could be fucking anything. So Christmas special, the Church on Rubio Road will air from 5 to 6 to, again, there'll be I'll do a show leading up to it and a show right afterwards. And all through his first season. That's exactly how we're going to. We'll do a pre-show and an after show. It's great. Look, that's a great time slot for it. It comes on half hour before Emmerdale. So if it can't get good ratings of that slot, I'll be sorry. But again, it's what his first season is going to be doing. Right, I mean, this is giving him the best looks possible. If he's a gay doctor, being gay, it won't really work, right? So fine. So and then Unleashed will be at 7:00. So I guess I go live at 7:30. Where are we up to? Well, that's not bad actually. Right, yeah, 7:30. Fine. 15 Dr. Blake Matilda Gatwood takes over the TARDIS. The first epic adventure will be joined by Ruby Sunday. Thank you, Ruby. Played by Millie Gibson as she makes her debut as a Doctor's companion. Airing on BBC Two, BBC One and BBC iPlayer. The episode sees the Doctor come face to face with mythical, mysterious goblins as his life collides with Ruby Sunday, played by Millie Gibson. The latest issue of Doctor Who magazine reveals that the episode will feature a show-stopping musical number composed by Murray Gold with lyrics from Rusty Davies. That does sound awful, doesn't it? That does sound absolutely awful. Featuring Ncuti Cometh, where Millie Gibson. So fine, we will be going over this more after the next special airs, right? Little is known about Ruby Sunday. She was abandoned Christmas Eve as a baby, now living with her mum Carla and grandmother Cherry. The world is about to turn upside down when she encounters the Doctor. Listen, I went into I didn't go into the second special with an open mind, right? I had to rewatch that to be able to see what other people were seeing it, which is certainly not what I was seeing in it. And I'm glad I did. I didn't like it. I'm glad I haven't pre-ordered it, right? I really am glad I haven't pre-ordered it, right? Because I would be really kicking myself now. Right, I'm glad that I didn't pre-order the Daleks colorization. Yeah, no, I really genuinely very, very happy about that. But look, I'll wait and see what it is, right? If it's shit, I'll tell you, right? I will. Yeah, it's not like I'll be coy about it. Let us know about was it first alongside shooting out with Millie Gibson, Davina McCall, who playing herself as she joins the cast alongside Michelle Greenbridge as Ruby's Carla, Angela Winters, Ruby's grandmother Cherry, and Anita Dobson and Mrs. Flood. Fine, whatever that may be. And then we have this story. Rossi Davis says new series will annoy viewers with a sly step. I imagine that's true. I mean, again, I don't mind a sly step. I'd mind a overt fingering of assholes, right? I'm not up for that. Doctor Who writer Rusty Davis has promised a fantasy. Oh, by the way, you stopped for hiring J.K. Rowling. You really wanted it at one point, didn't you? To play. What about J.K. Rowling and Gareth Roberts? Play a much bigger role in the new series, which might come to irritate some of the show's more hardcore science fiction fans. Well, look, as long as there's an explanation for it, and I do think there's going to be some. Well, we're going to be talking about that. There is going to be some kind of like law-shattering change that's going to happen on Saturday night. That's what we've been really telegraphed. We're about to Dr. Who Russell Davis has claimed the new series might annoy some fans. Look, I think it's going to alienate most of them, frankly. You're going to get like the loudmouth, purple-haired queer people going, oh, it's the best as ever. Look, there's 50 of us on Twitter along with 7,000 sock puppet accounts. We must be right? Which is exactly what's going to happen. The head writers, live fans were returning after 13 as well. Yeah, but then we saw what you're doing. Fuck me, that did not work out well. New brand new budget. I completely agree with what the BBC wanted to do. Well, yeah, I can see that. Right? I can see that. They wanted someone protecting the show, and they knew it would be hard work. But I love hard work. I like it. If you call like a good anal fisting hard work, I love that too. Speaking about the receiving money from America, blah blah blah. Never with that kind of budget. What's it? I was just so jealous of the other shows getting bigger budgets. The show is taking a slight step towards fantasy, which will annoy people to whom it's a hard science fiction show. Episode 2 next year is wilder fantasy, completely making up scenarios on the screen that we've never been able to show before. But the following episode is proper hard science fiction. Okay. Fine. Whatever. Right? Whatever. So complete reinvention. Oh yes, but I as I've been predicting this, I think there's going to be some in-series mythology or lore canon rejigging, right? Doctor Who showrunner promises whole new mythology in the giggle. So Rossi Davis, showrunner of Doctor Who, has made quite a revelation about the show's 6th anniversary special, The Giggle. The final special, which sees the Doctor and Doctor's oldest enemies, one of the Doctor's oldest enemies, the Toymaker, return. This time brought to life by Neil Patrick Harris. Still think that's good casting. It will finally introduce us to Judy Gatwell's 15th Doctor. We see David Tennant's 14th Doctor and Catherine Tate, Donna Noble. So again, I just reiterate the rumor of bi-regeneration. That maybe that the Doctor wins the Toymaker's game, and when he regenerates, he gets to be 2 of him, or something like that, right? But essentially, David Tennant stays on as a Doctor somehow. So I guess so they can bring him back to do more specials with Catherine Tate, right? When they need to, reflag interest. So David Tennant can keep coming back now, essentially after this, and get older, and it doesn't really matter. Where are we up to? Don't know. But however, something about the episode is going to be very different, as Davis teased Doctor Who magazine, saying there will be a controversial event in the episode. If you listen to the in-vision commentary on iPlayer, I unroll a whole new Doctor Who mythology for you based around the events taking place. And I'm explaining this to David, and his mind is exploding. So I guess I got to listen to the in-vision commentary as well at some point, right? That seems to be, a basic requirement, right? I have to listen because, that's the only way. I guess all these articles are going to cover it as well. But, yeah, okay, fine. Whatever. I wonder if they have the in-vision commentaries on Disney Plus. I don't think they do. Man, Disney Plus sucks, right? So you have a whole new mythology, and I'm going to fine. So look, listen, this could be Deadly Assassin. This could be Timeless Children, right? It could be very, very bad news. Naturally, fans are the commentary will absolutely be exclusive information that I will rock the world. I hope that you'll find it fascinating. A whole new way of looking at the history of Doctor Who, and I can't wait to see the reaction. Well, listen, God, Russell, I hope it's not like the reaction to you remaking Davros to be shit, right? I mean, if it's good, it's good. If it's shit, it's shit. That's really the bottom line. If it's good, it's good. If it's shit, it's shit. I guess we'll find out Saturday. Scary times now, baby. Naturally, fans are curious to know what that can mean. Some speculate mythology could change, referring to something with the regeneration. I think there's a whole lot going on, right? Fine. So I think with that, let's get to Doctor Who magazine, right? Let's get to Doctor Who magazine, and then we'll see what they have to say about stuff. Let me close some windows. Got too many things open here. Doink. Oh, there's new pictures from the Giggle. Charlie D'Amelio as Charles Banerjee. Okay, no idea who he is. Johnny McKay as John Logie Baird. Isn't that the guy who invented TV? Okay. Kate Lethbridge Stewart. Yeah, this is one we've all really been waiting for, hasn't it? So it looks like another unit person. It really is. It's like this is, and this is one they've been building up and up and up, right? There we go. Doink. Now I do have a backup if the internet won't take it up. Here we go. Doink. Let's have a look at this issue of Doctor Who magazine. So look, firstly, again, it all depends, right? It all depends on what his doctor's going to be. Is this like a guy looking at you by the unisex toilets in a club, right? Where he's going to about to fuck you in the arse, right? That's what that look could mean. Or it might just mean let's have some serious. It looks a bit, sexual to me, but everything does. It's like everything does to me. Fine, but I like the typeface they're using, right? I think that's very good. Here, one second. I also got, because it's weird how the Pocket Mags, the digital version, presents it. There's a bunch of pages that are shrunk down that are the wrong what's the name, aspect ratio. I think it's this one. There you go. Yeah, this is it. Doink. So opening up the pages. There you go. Fine. So when I need to go back to when I need to go to the other one. So here we go. Share screen. We got also this is the cover where it's wrapped. Look, again, I think this cover is pretty darn successful. It's a Doctor Who tradition. I hope he is the Doctor, right? I really do. I really hope he is the Doctor. That will be great, right? That will be absolutely fantastic. Right, let's go back to Pocket Mags. Hang on a second. Share screen. Doink. Doink. Oh, it's the wrong one. Really? What was it? Really? I can't believe I just did that. It's like the dumbest thing ever. There you go. Doink. So again, Is this like a sly wink to say, hey, let's bum each other in the toilets? Or do you want to have fascinating adventures in time and space? Right, we got to wait and see. That's interesting. They're giving away Cold Fusion, the complete 3-hour adventure. I actually didn't like this one that much. I wasn't really a fan of the book. I really wish they'll do Lung Barrow. Right, I really wish they'll do that. And they got 50% off these things. That's not bad. $14.99 is too much. Here, there's a better ad for Big Finish stuff at another point in the comic, I think, in the magazine. Portal open. Fine. So the new editor just looks so freaking old, right? I don't know. I don't trust him at all. I don't know why. But listen, that was a great look. If they can deliver this, not like, oh yeah, it's so good to be fucked in the ass. They could just deliver this. That'll be great. Look, if you like being fucked in the ass, that's fine. I'm not saying don't get fucked in the ass, right? I'm just saying, will you stop using Doctor Who as a place to broadcast how you like being fucked in the ass? We know you like being fucked in the ass, right? We know you like it. So yeah, the Goblin song, that's going to be premiered. When is that? Hang on. We'll go to Twitter and we'll go to BBC. BBC. No, BBC. The animation is really. This is really just bafflingly bad, right? Bafflingly bad. Yeah, so get rid of Goblin. The upcoming special Goblin song, Monday, 11th of December. Listen, look. For me, this feels like Doctor Who, Christmas Doctor Who to me, right? I don't have a beef with it at all, right? I really don't. It's I like that Doctor Who can be a bit silly, right, and a bit like ready to be somewhat nuts. Who's this? They got Jacqueline King's doing the book on tape. She doing all of them. Guess on the Jacqueline King, Dan Starkey. Let's see what they got coming out. So he's reading Gary Russell's novelization of Starbeast. Don't care, not going there. They'll be doing Eric Saywood's Attack of the Cybermen, read by David Banks. Oh, that sounds good. I got to do a review of Evil of the Daleks book. That was freaking awesome, and the audio. It's the original 6 article River of Death, written by John Pill, read by Nicola Bryant, and the Phaser Aliens and Other Stories, BBC later collection of short stories from the annuals. I mean, look, they were cute because they were shit. Now they're getting weird. April sees Jeffrey Beaver's released Terrence Dick's novelization of Haunted Nyman, and Tom Baker from Tom Baker's penultimate season. David Banks is back with the Demons Within, written by Gary Russell for the 10th Doctor and Martha Jones. And honestly, now I don't consider this. I mean, I'm on the brink of not considering it Doctor Who, like a disconnection from Doctor. For me, Doctor Who 1963 to 2017 can coexist as one unit. After that, it falls apart. So I don't feel obligated to get this at all, right? I have all the other Doctor Who magazine comics. Like you just like look. This is what losing fans is like in real time. So what is this? Cosmetic changes. Makeup artist Julie Kendrick will be joining. I don't really give a shit. Okay. 50 of the diamond logo. Well done. How they found anybody to praise this shit is beyond me. I like it, right? How they found anybody to praise this piece of shit is absolutely beyond me. That TARDIS Tales I can understand a bit more, but this stuff, oh man, that's a good homemade Dalek that guy's made. So what we got in Hutu? Season greeting chats about new film Christmas at Holiday Inn, and its wider career. David Tennant watches with delight. It's the fourth Doctor becomes the fifth. That's actually a great part of that Talking Doctor, the rather boring talking head documentary. Back in the 60s, series 60th anniversary, Tony Hadoke reflects on how Doctor Who deals with politics. That's interesting. on Newsnight. I will look into that. That looks definitely interesting. Second one tells Radio Times he might not finish with the character of the master. Listen, why not? Again, why not? New Doctor Who shooting Gatwa was among the celebrities interviewed at the break up with GQ. Would you fuck off with GQ? Oh, God. I preferred it when Tom Baker was getting drunk incognito in Soho and falling out of a window there than fucking Q. We'll come back and read letter from a showrunner soon. But, yeah, let's go. Production diary. Honestly, I always find this very dull, right? And again, Scott Hancock isn't great because so far everything I've seen them do has been shit, right? I've just been seeing and it's been shit in the execution. And thing else. So what's going on? Where is it? Mark Gatter's adaptation of the Christmas Carol opens. Oh, Alexander, I would love to go to that. Who's starring it? I don't know. Keith Allen. Don't know either of them. Jeffrey Beavers. Matt Lucas returns to Cadogan Hall for West End Does Christmas. Fine. David Suchet. There's Geordie inside. Don't let her out. Icky thump. Chris Eccleston, Lennon Rush, and Tony Way return for a new festive episode of Dodger. Simon Callow, Nicola Coughlan, and Alex McQueen. They're also in it. I like Alex McQueen. A very underrated little-known master. He was very good as a master. Jodie Whittaker. Fuck off. Don't care. More Jodie Whittaker. Still fuck off. Don't care. Olivia Colman. Fuck off. Don't care about her either. Makes me sick. Hamas sporting scum fucker. Sleeping Dogs, starring Karen Gillan. Okay, that comes out on the 14th. Wonka. I'm actually kind of up for that. It does look good. So Olivia Colman, Hugh Grant, Rowan Atkinson, Raki Thankar, Peter Joseph, Matt Lucas, Tracy. I mean, look, it's the same people who did Paddington. That's pretty darn good. A sequel to Chicken Run. Colin Baker, Anita Dobson, and Christine are in whatever that holiday thing is. This month in 1982, I would read this. This looks fun. This looks a fun little Christmas lineup. Christmas BBC, Doctor Who, Heidi High, and a Christmas logo. The Giggle. So Saturday night, we will go over this. But again, it's the one that we've all been waiting for, right? But again, little to no connection whatsoever to Doctor Who as I know it so far. And I just hope he's not shit. It sounds like he's going to be shit. In a nutshell, Ruby Sunday is digging into her past, hoping she finds answers to shake off the string of bad luck that seems to follow her everywhere. Really? She's got bad luck? What, the hottest woman ever? Right, like she's got bad luck. Excuse me. Look in the mirror, darling. You have nothing but good luck. When she meets a mysterious stranger, she's about to find out more answers she bargained for. Doctor, Health and Safety, Gin and Tonic Division. Can I ask you? Do you get that a lot? Knocking things over all the time. I'm clumsy. No, you're not clumsy. It's worse than that. Merry Christmas. I don't think this year of Doctor Who is for me, right? So yeah, this is just annoying. Why the digital version of the magazine does this is beyond me. So I was like, wait a minute, the comic strip's only 4 pages. How can that be? And it's so finally worked out they're 4 double pages, which they're sandwiched. But you don't know who's writing or drawing it. I'm assuming Rusty Davis is writing it. But who's the artist in this? Right. So this takes place right after somewhere where the Star Beast ends. Right. So there's putting more bits in between the Star Beast. Right. I wish I knew who the artist is because it doesn't look like Lee Sullivan. Maybe it is here. Let's go and look at the credits page. Maybe it says over here somewhere. Right. I mean, one could only hope. I like Beat the Meat. I think Beat the Meat worked out very well. In interviews, the Giggle Church Road, regular comic strip. But why do they not tell you who does the comic strip? Right? It's you get every it's Mike Jones, deputy editor is Richard Ainsworth, editor is Jason Quinn. You do get a feeling that they're like all the old school people are gone now, right? Don't even see Perry Goodbow's name there anymore. Blimey. But it's weird. Why don't they have a credit for the comic strip? I mean, it's really genuinely odd. And I'm not really happy about it. All right. It's weird. It is weird, right? It's really weird. But anyway, let's have a look. So the comic strip, it said, goes straight. Yeah, they're told in several pages over the issue. Why are they doing that? I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you. So then there's a big shooty interview, and again, this is something we will certainly be going over. I just don't see how the constant changing costume is going to. And again, does somebody with a face like that look like they're unlucky? I mean, really? I feel lucky just looking at her, right? It's talking about Shooter's Beyonce binge. Yeah, look, this is the Beyonce loving doctor, right? Again, I'm not sure. I'm not sure I want that, right? I'm not sure I want that too at all. So here is the backup. Yeah, Russell Davies always rolls out a family with, for his companions to come from. And she apparently comes from a very black family, a large black family. Okay. It just feels like they're making a point, right? Or they're going to be. Because they feel like they're making a point about everything all the fucking time. I'm so glad I didn't pre-order. Oh. So this is the most pointless article of all time. This is a 2-page article. Yeah, 2-page article about being an extra on Doctor Who. I mean, really? Seems nothing. Diary of Meep. Nirmal Gorgeous Lodger and wait. So he's saying that Emily Cook lives with Miriam Margulis. Really? Documents the actress's time on Doctor Who. I would find that quite interesting. We're going to come back to that at some point. She's really Miriam Margulis' lodger. That's so bizarre. Don't you think that's bizarre? I think that's bizarre, right? I think that is bizarre. Very strange, right? Very odd. More comic strip, and then Bernard Cribbin's interview, and apparently that one scene is all we got, right? Great effect, right? Because they did the comic strip wrong, you get this pagination wrong. But yeah, this was a great effect as well. But okay, fine. I don't know why they're sucking each other's dicks over what's the name of the story? Wobble Yonder. It was okay, right? It was okay. It was nothing like crazy. It was just okay, right? That's what it was. It was just okay. So I like Andrew Morgan a lot. I mean, he directed Remembrance of the Daleks. I think probably one of the best Doctor Who stories ever. Right? I love Remembrance of the Daleks. Morecambe Wise, a bit here. I'll let's go to the other one so you can see it. Morecambe Wise make a cameo in the look in the comic strip. It strikes me like this is a riff on what's good again? Feast of Stephen, right? It strikes me as trying to do that. So they've there's this alien thing that grabs onto your head, and then suddenly they're in the Morecambe Wise show. I just wish I knew who did it. It's really disconcerting. I don't know who did the work, right? Did the artwork. I really want to know, right? It's like it's bizarre. It's like, again, there's no credit for it. It's just bizarre. Which I don't. I mean, like, I don't get that at all. Do not in any way get that. Fine. So then, because of their weird scoring system, they had Hellbent as the I thought it was Heaven Sent. They had Heaven Sent as the top story ever, and so then they're doing the facts and fiction about Hellbent. I actually like Hellbent a lot. I thought that what's good again? The denouement, right? How they dealt with the whole Clara arc. I think that really worked well. I think we're robbed about 2 or 3 seasons after this season, before their final season. Hated this guy regenerating into Tanai Miller over here. Of course, it's Tanai Miller. She's playing Dr. Black in the new and you have to see the earlier part of the show for that, right? That wasn't a skin color thing. That was literally this Harvard professor being a massive anti-Semite who was called Dr. Black, who looked like the gayest woman ever, right? Fact or fiction, and this was really like the setting up Clara and Isidra to be a female-led Doctor Who, right? But something totally different. They can span it off and have its own thing. No. So fine, we're on to reviews. I found this completely unlistenable, right? The Sidemen being in it was kind of cool, but what killed it was the name of the box set, Audacity, the new companion, and it was a bingo card of woke, right? It fits right into modern Doctor Who, right? The writer of it, Lisa McMullen, basically did a self-insert, and she says that during it, and like you have this stunning and brave Regency age woman. It's just so shit. It's cringe. Every line that comes out of it is cringe beyond cringe. There's been a new Master box set release. I didn't buy it. I'm not following the Jake Dub and 10th Doctor. Again, this is what happens, right? You have somebody who buys literally everything. You make him buy nothing. Evil Dark's excellent. Oh my God. So freaking good. We'll review that today. Right? Excellent beyond excellent. I do like these action figures. You get, was it Goth, Perusa? Who is it again? Did it say who it is? It's Deadly Assassin. So you get like the Tom Baker in Time Lord robes, Goth, and I think it's Perusa. Does it say down here? You can maybe read through the whole thing. I'm not going to read it. I'm aggressively not reading it. Okay, can't say Joff. They just saw a name. That's definitely Goth. I think it must be a Barusa. Oh, it is Barusa. And then we got more Dalek sets. Honestly, this super doesn't interest me in any way. I mean, they're nice, but like, I've got enough Daleks. I'm fine. I don't need an insanely accurate models of the Daleks, right? Throughout time. I just don't need it at all. So they haven't released a trailer for this, and I'm really quite interested in it, right? Seven and the Ragged Timeline. Maybe we'll look at this. So I kind of want to get this, right? I do kind of want to get this, and I think has that woman been in it before? Been in a Big Finish thing before? I don't know. Wait, who's the cast? So Bonnie Langford, obviously, Lisa Bauman, Philip Oliver, Amy Pemberton. She was a companion. Travis Oliver, Chris Craig, Forrester from the New Adventures, Jeffrey Beaver, Edward Pill was Kane, right? Stuart Milligan as Garandor. Who's Garandor? I don't know. Maggie O'Neill as Lysandra Aristides. So Marshall Stern. Oh, they got Chase Masterson in it. Okay, one second. Let's go to Big Finish and look up. Was it Maggie O'Neill? Because I'm sure she's been it before. Big Finish. And like, why is there not a trailer out for this? Maggie O. Let's see if that comes out. Oh, I'm spelling it wrong. Must be spelling it wrong. How much was it? It's Magg. Oh, no, that's it. Oh, 2 L's. 2 L's. Fine. Maggionneill. Let's see if that comes. Oh, hey! So who does she play in this? Hang on. Maggie O'Neill is Lysandra Aristes. So, why don't I just do a search for that name? Okay, so definitely been in stuff before. What, she was in Project Destiny? Really? Like, I kind... Oh, yeah, she is Captain Lysandra. So, fine. I kind of remember seeing that character before. Maybe we will look at that in a minute. Why? Because I'm intrigued. Verily Lockwood is so not interested, right, in this Erstat's 10th Doctor. Look, if you don't look like you would be cast as a companion, you shouldn't be cast as a companion. And she doesn't, right? And I've dropped the War Doctor. However, they may have convinced me to get the upcoming Routons versus Sontarans, right? So take it and you look at the new TARDIS. This come out on January 4th. But here, let me show you. They might. So this issue of Doctor Who magazine. Here, one second. It actually, I would say it's pretty good value for what it's got in it. It's got this full reprint of Meet the Beef, the Star Beast, which I think is just lovely, right? This really adds value to it, I think, if you don't already have it, right? And it's really cool that they add this in. Yeah, honestly, this is and it's in the original black and white. This is one of the nicest touches I've ever seen in it, right? Yeah, you get the gorgeous Steve Gibbons artwork. Great little supplement. And again, not getting that. And this was what the poly wrapping is like. It's weird they're giving away all of Cold Fusion, right? Here, one second. Yeah, I'll stop screen. Well, I'll show you what you get posters with it as well. It's over here, Doink. So the posters you get are Ruby and Millie. Again, how's he playing it? Right? That could be a bit child molesty. Hey, get into my van. Right? Or it might be a cool dog. I don't know. How's he going to play it? Right? So far, pretty much every creator's decision has been awful. Right? So I don't know what to tell you. It's not good news. Right? Right now, it's not good news. Got Millie Gibson. Looks fabulous. Right? And then these are the winners of the poll of polls for each Doctor. You had... It's very telling. You had the Power of the Doctor one Jodie's because it was the least Jodie Whittaker episode ever, right? And it was the most Doctor Who episode they did ever, right? And she was in at least. It like see all the things about everything behind it to support, to make it watchable. And it only did if you turned your mind off. And I mean, maybe if you do some heroin first, it might be good. And of course, you have. Was it Hellbent, which won the poll very strangely, right? I think it won it very, very, very strangely. I think because they were playing shenanigans. But again, why they couldn't do those posters that haven't come out normally, I don't know, right? I don't know. Hypnosis Chin, I will find you and I will kill you. So, fine. Let's go back. Where was I? Fine, yeah, we were looking at. Let's go back and look and look at this thing over here. Share screen. Sorry, I'm looking at it. This fantastic thumbnail keeps grabbing me from the corner of my eye, and I'm not resisting, baby. I'm not resisting. Right? You look great, Nicola. Share screen. Where is it? We'll go over here. That reminds me, actually, was there a couple of stories over here we should look at? I think we've been through most things. Starbase ratings, fine. So yeah, you know what? I want to preview this because like there's literally nobody talking about this whatsoever, and this looks quite an interesting thing to me. Like honestly, I am I'm really not interested in current Who whatsoever. Like I'm gonna watch it, I'll review it, but like classic Who, I'm really up for right now, right? I'm really super duper into. Yeah, I gotta get this set. The First Doctor and Future of the Daleks. Not sure about Starcox, probably not. But like, yeah, look, when I first saw this, I'm like, no way, right? Firstly, Charlie Chris and Eighth Doctor wasn't the best TARDIS team of all time, right? And Lizzie hopefully not the best writer, but they got Sontarans versus Routons, right? So that's the first one. And then I see they're going to have a Tim Trelaw one and a War Doctor one, which I'm really happy about, right? I'm really genuinely happy about. It means they're not like ending the range, because I think he's really good. I think he's really one of the strongest assets they have. So you have Tim Foley doing the second one. Do we know any details about it? Dan Starkey was the only thing we know about it. And it'll be one of those three Doctors, third, sixth, or War Doctor. Born to Die, that's probably. I mean, I would have thought that's the War Doctor one, but I mean that might have won me over, right? That might really have won me over. But this Last Day thing, is there a trailer for it yet? Like, it's coming out like any time now. Why do you put a trailer up? Right, because I know nothing about this other than I'm reasonably intrigued, right? So let's have a look. Okay. 7 and the Raggedy Timeline. It's the end of the line for Seventh Doctor and terminal for some of his old friends. So I like the idea of doing Seventh Doctor's Last Day. I think the Sixth Doctor's Final Adventure. Excellent, right? But will it be woke as fuck? I mean, it seems to be everything is right now. The clock is ticking as seen in the 1996 TV movie. The Seventh Doctor, Sylvester McCoy, is heading towards a fateful encounter with gun-toting gangs in San Francisco. But there's something he must do first. Even Time Lords can't go on forever. And the Seventh Doctor is planning for his legacy, says Matt Fitton, the co-writer of The Last Day, an epic 12-part adventure spread across 2 box sets. Really, I mean, yeah, it really does sound like I'm really up for it. I love the Seventh Doctor. First release this month and the following June 2024. Who will take care of the cosmos once he changes face and his mind? The Doctor has put a lot of pieces into place. He has to try to save the universe once and for all, but to make sure it stays saved. But in staring so long at the game board, he's lost sight of some of the pieces and will come to see the rise of the greatest Doctor villain of all. Okay. Planning for the Seventh Doctor's final adventure began back in 2017. We're looking to explore the... Oh, really? 6 years? I mean, I guess he was a bit white and male. Maybe you didn't want to focus on him. Planning for the Seventh Doctor final adventure back in 2017. We're looking to explore the final actions of the Seventh Doctor, not just before we saw him at the end or at the start of the TV movie. We wanted to create something that will be a celebration. Okay, you want to do the final adventure, but for the Seventh Doctor. I get it. Yeah, that makes sense. And again, final adventure. It's the dog's bollocks. How much is that? The final. Let's see. The final. Is it Final Adventure? Adventure. No. Sixth Doctor. Sort by. Oh, this I should have done. No, I should have done newest first. Is it called the Final Adventure? Recent first. Okay, where is it? That's way before this. Before they brought in the new cursed logo. Where is it? It can't be that far away. Masters of Earth was great. I love Masters of Earth. Wait, also, it was before Light at the End, which was also excellent. Wait a minute. Is it one of this range, though? Let's have a look. Special releases. Like for the weekend, sir. Something special. Okay. It's normally in one of these ones that have different box sets. No. Okay, fine. Oh, God. Really? Am I going to go and look for it? This is just annoying me at this point. I thought it was called The Final Adventure. No, it was after this. Okay, it had Michael Jason in it. Am I Michael? Now I'm spelling his name wrong. Jason. Is that right? That can't be how you spell his name. 1 second. The Valeyard was played by. Fine. Had Michael Jackson. So if I do a search. Well, okay. Look. You're watching my brain work in real time. And basically everything he's been in is very good. Doctor, The Last Adventure. Really? $37. That's not cheap. But I mean, you get 4 great stories with that. It's very expensive though. But see, okay, so it's the same sort of thing. And The Last Adventure was just freaking awesome. Right? Which brings in as many old friends as old enemies as we could muster, and so we can feel a fitting climax of the journey of the character we've seen take across all different media. That's great. I mean, like, who was this? Did he have any comic strip companions? Let me think. We had that Heat Vampire for like half an episode. I don't think so. I can't think of it. You want to be cool. Crows was more the 8th Doctor. So Matt shared the story and development duties with co-writer Guy Adams. It was normally quite solid. It made sense for us to divide up the story in a certain way, given the settings and the characters. Yeah, this has sold me. I'm totally getting this. Right? Guy and I pass our storylines back and forth, episode to episode, and then did the same with the scripts. The threads came together. The character stories became more intertwined. So with the second half is a bit more involved. It was great to read each other's episodes and see how things are playing. What comes next? But yeah, this sounds really good. This does sound good, doesn't it? The last day dawns with the Doctor and Sophie already assembling a team of specialists help restore the universe in a timeline which has gone badly wrong. In addition to the Doctor's fallen companions Mel Bush and Bernie Summerfield, Ace's Magnificent Seven includes the Master Jeffrey Beavers. Okay, this is a fun. Okay, they're putting a Magnificent Seven, yeah. Kane by Edward Peel, a host of other villains from other 7 Big Finish Doctor audios, including Hex, Sally Morgan, Quiz Credge, Forrester, Sontara, Marshall Sten. The recording such a large cast was epic. When I found out how many returning characters there were, I was almost overwhelmed, recalls director Sammy Clements, but actually knew it was great. As we knew, why aren't they promoting this? I mean, this is probably one of the best bits of Doctor Who going on right now. Which was what they want to, which was fantastic. Scheduling so many actors can be difficult when they all have busy diaries. So we found some dates and recorded them over a 2-week period. Very often we had to record scenes 2, 3, sometimes 4 times with different cast members who were available on specific days. But we got there in the end. Honestly, this sounds really good. Again, Big Finish hasn't really been good for years, but I'll give it a go. right? It was amazing to see each actor just slide in and out of character effortlessly, and it was truly a privilege to watch watch and listen. Watch, listen, and learn from all these incredibly talented, dedicated, seasoned performers. Sophie and Sylvester absolutely relishing playing darker versions of themselves. Oh, okay. I think when you played a character for a long time, you end up knowing the character so well. So when you writers throw you a curveball, you jump in it. Sophie was really an element as Ace dives so much into the story of Sylvester. And Sylvester is delighted by playing against expectations. Although the last day is filled with lovely rewards and shocks for long-time listeners of Seventh Doctor audios, it also is accessible for new. Please buy it for new listeners too. But which stories could readers visit or revisit in preparation? Dark Universe in 2020. I don't remember that one. What's Dark Universe? Dark Universe. I thought this was shit, wasn't it? It's got the 7. Oh, this is the one where they capture the 7. All right, but this wasn't very good, right? This was the 7th Doctor and Ace, and they. I guess I'll give it a re-listen. Well, it is about Ace being mad at the Doctor. Black and White trilogy are fantastic, right? So, which is an immediate prequel, suggests Matt. As for the others, which may help fill in some of the blanks, I'd recommend Black and White TARDIS trilogy. Absolutely fantastic. Protect and Survive, Black and White, and Gods and Monsters. Shadowheart, New Adventure Burning Summer, Volumes 1 and 2. The Transatlantis, the Third Doctor Adventures, Volume 2. Original Sin. Really? Oh yeah, they do adaptation. The Quantum Possibility Engine, and the really only part of the Seventh Doctor journey, and really any part of the Seventh Doctor, dive in and enjoy it. It's wicked. Well, I think yes, I really think I'm up for this. I mean, this genuinely sounds good. It sounds good if you like the Seventh Doctor. I happen to love the Seventh Doctor. Okay, next question. How much is it? Right? I hate to be a bit Jewy, but 21. Yeah, I'm buying that. Sold. Absolutely sold. Yeah, I will. I will totally buy that. Bleak Midwinter. I don't know. Listen, someone's offered me to listen to it, but I'm like, maybe I'll give it a try. I'll see if I can get through it. Here's my thing. I'll listen to it if I can get through the first story. I might buy it. Right? I mean, I just hate paying for things and have them be like agonizingly woke at me. I can't stand it. Right? It's all the bloody time. Right? It's just all the freaking time. Let's look at Bounding in the Comics. Bounding in the Comics. Let's see what's going on. Right, Richard Dean Devlin says he has PTSD from experience making 98 Godzilla, but knows how he'll fix it. Just move away. Just move on. Bill Burr said he wants Donald Trump and Joe Biden to die of natural causes before the 2024 election. I can understand why he will say that. What's this? Comic Book Pros. Oh, yeah. I really wanted to do this story, but I'm running out of steam. Gal Gadot is amazed how the women of the world have been felled by the 7th of October. Yes. Well, unfortunately, I'm not amazed. Chris, I know it's called Zack Snyder's Watchmen, a masterpiece. That was ahead of its time. I find that fascinating. Right? Because I really like that movie. I think that movie is great. Right? Let's see what he has to say. And I love this movie. Right? I think this movie is fantastic. I know a lot of people hate it, but I'm a bit of a fan. 2009 adaptation of Watchmen was a misfire in many eyes. The graphic novel's author Alan Moore was foremost in railing against it. We didn't see it, I think, as he does all interpretation of the work. However, the film has its share of awe-inspiring devotees. I'm one of them, and one of them is very familiar with a big budget superhero franchise. The Dark Knight's director Christopher Nolan. By the way, Oppenheimer is fantastic. views a Snack Slider initial salvo in the genre as a true cinematic treat. I always believe Watchmen was ahead of its time. It really was. It was. If Watchmen came out in 2019, it will blow people's minds, right? When people started getting bored of superheroes, and at that point do something really different with it, it would have blown people's minds, I think. I've always Watchmen said the idea of a superhero team, which is so brilliantly subverts, wasn't yet a thing in movies. Yeah, exactly. It really true. It would have been fascinating to see it post Avengers. Snyder had the second chance to avert the explanation for the Avengers with the release of Justice League, but the tragedy of box office pulled that away from him. I still say his Justice League, one of the best superhero movies ever made. Avengers director Joss Whedon was given the keys to the burgeoning Snyderverse and then killed it. Overhauled at Warner's request. Later, it seemed the folly in that decision. Executive called Snyder back. Yeah, I mean, they should have just stuck the landing. And now he's doing Rebel Moon, which I am looking forward to, right? I am looking forward to. But actually, I think I'm going to wrap it up. But so join me again Saturday, 5 o'clock. Yeah, we will pull up the thumbnails, right? In fact, here, let me pull up Dan's. I think Dan's on tonight. Let's give you a link to his stream. Doink. There we go. Where are we up to? So fine, there we go. Doink. There's the link to Dan's stream, which will be starting, I guess, in 51 minutes. Share screen window. Found it. So yeah, 5 o'clock on Saturday. Doink. 5 o'clock on Saturday, you're probably going to want a stiff drink for tonight's episode. Well, that's the vibe I'm getting from it, baby. That is the vibe I'm getting. They say also first runner, hold my beer. That's all I look at. So that's 5 o'clock. Then after the show, we do the instant review at 8:15, right? So get ready for much wailing and gnashing of teeth. Fortunately, we have Millie Gibson to help us. If anybody has any requests about salacious images for thumbnails over the Christmas period, you let me know. Like who else could we do? I don't know. It's hard wrangling with the computer AI. I don't know what other great franchises are there. What Star Wars ones could we do that I like? I don't know, because Carrie Fisher never really did it for me, and Ray certainly doesn't. Not at all. Space 1999. Anybody leaps to mind? Catherine, not really. Oh, 1 second. Let's have a look at my anything of the weekends for the Mel Gaze card. I did that with my Kickstarter. Maybe a Jenna Troy one. Yeah. That might be fun. That might indeed be the way to go. Let me know. Write in if there's any salacious Doctor Who that you would like me to do. And I will acquiesce your every women desire, sir. Fine. Oh, a salacious genre-related thing you would like me to do. I will acquiesce your every women desire, sir. Fine. So with that, I'm going to hit the end broadcast button and say good night. Good luck. Oh, Saul Sweaty joined us as an 88-bit Snick Boy, as did Mr. Jekyll and Hyde. I think I said hello to you earlier. Matthew Barrow, Liam Nielsen's chin. I will find you and I will kill you. Blast in the Past was here, as was Ryan O. And I think that's everybody. Fine. With that, I'm going to wrap it and say good night, good luck, and may your